Welcome viewers to the Saturday, December 23rd edition of 284 News. I'm Jacques Wooding, bringing you our top stories from this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Premier and Minister for Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, has sought to clarify the figures of the 2024 budget, stating that there was a misunderstanding of the total value that was presented during his November budget address. Premier Wheatley made this disclosure during his opening remarks for the debates of the 2024 budget. He had previously announced that the total budget for the 2024 calendar year stood at $382.67 million.
Government projects to collect total revenues of $382,669,095. A total of $7,169,868 will be transferred from current savings in our fund accounts. This provides a total of $399,838,963 to fund recurrent expenditure and our statutory obligations. Government will contribute a total of $7,197,163 to its existing funds. Recurrent expenditure is estimated at $376,948,700. This leaves a positive balance of $15,693,100, which will be used in whole to service our debt in the form of principal repayments.
Premier Wheatley also presented the capital expenditure figures and said that the total budget will equate to approximately $470 million.
Once this exercise is completed, we are going to sit down with the Social Security Board. And we are going to sit down with our banks, our funding institutions. And we are going to see, Madam Speaker, how we can get first-time homeowners, Virgin Islanders, into those homes.
In other news, the government of the Virgin Islands has decided to purchase the Joes Hill Manor estate for $20 million. Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley announced the plan to acquire the property from the Social Security Board during recent budget proceedings.
Speaker, during the budget address, I did not speak about a very significant allocation of resources, which has to do with the acquisition of Joes Hill Manor. We put $20 million in the budget to acquire Joes Hill Manor.
According to the Premier, the goal is to improve access to home ownership for first-time buyers who have been locked out of the development.
Once this exercise is completed, we are going to sit down with the Social Security Board. And we are going to sit down with our banks, our funding institutions. And we are going to see, Madam Speaker, how we can get first-time homeowners, Virgin Islanders, into those homes.
He also acknowledged complaints that steep pricing has prevented rental tenants ready for ownership from transitioning to the Joes Hill project. Premier Wheatley conceded that the program's design was flawed despite good intentions.
What had started to take place was that homes were starting to be sold to persons who are going to rent those homes out to individuals. And that would be a case of the rich getting richer. And those persons who had a dream of getting out of rent. And Madam Speaker, I'm talking about persons who are well paid, well, after this salary structure that we've adopted, they'll be making a decent salary and currently couldn't qualify to get into one of those homes at Joe's Hill. And Madam Speaker, we should learn from the mistakes because the program was not well designed. The program should have sought to qualify persons before we even built those homes. But be that as it may, we cannot sit idly by and watch those homes be sold to persons to rent them to persons. We can't allow that to happen. We have to make an intervention, Madam Speaker.
Going forward, the Premier said he plans to appoint an expert committee tasked with putting forward sustainable solutions for first-time homeowners in the BVI. And viewers of that, we take a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must stop cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. The Rated program is facing renewed criticism over chronically late payments to participants. 2nd District Representative, the Honorable Melvin Turnbull, is leading calls for reforms to the government-run program, citing regular complaints from struggling constituents. Turnbull blasted the program as a developing ordeal.
Madam Speaker, the cleanliness of our territory and the Rated program, what is existing now, some careful attention needs to be put into that program. Over the last 2 weeks, I don't know if any other member in a house like me, when Friday come last week, I was here in the office and I got a call about 9 o'clock, Madam Speaker, a.m. And some of them boys didn't get paid. I head for home. Because even though we are not, as members, responsible for the program, the people in our communities are going to look to us for help. Madam Speaker, you can't have young persons, whether male or female, walking day in and day out, cutting bush and doing other things, and then 2.5 months later, them can't get paid? That ain't right, Madam Speaker. That is not right.
He stressed that as currently structured, the rated program is missing the mark on its mandate. He stressed that fiscal accountability must match political rhetoric.
Madam Speaker, on this, what today is? 18th day of December, I ain't putting another man to work on him. If we're not sure how they're going to get paid, you give them all the reasons and all the things you got to do. You got to sign up here, sign up there, make sure you got this ID and that picture and NHI and Social Security, make sure you walk with your machete, your weed eater, your this, that, and the other, Madam Speaker, and then when them do the work, you compliment them because they're getting complimented about the works they're doing. But when it's time to get a pay, you tell them, oh, in this office and this ministry and treasury. That's because that's not how we treat people. So fix the program. Put the money in the program. Put the people in the program.
In other news, General Manager of the BVI Electricity Corporation, Dr. Neil Smith, says the current situation at the Pockwood Pond landfill not only poses a danger to BVIEC's main plant, but it also has the potential to escalate into a national security issue if it gets out of control. More in this report.
The BVI Electricity Corporation's General Manager Dr. Neil Smith spoke on the Pockwood Pond situation during a recent interview with 284 Media as he addressed questions relating to several topical issues under his remit. On Saturday, December 9th, the dump site encountered a large-scale fire that was quickly brought under control, but not before impacting the BVI Electricity Corporation's plant, which is located in close proximity to the landfill. Dr. Smith spoke about the incident and how it affected the BVI Electricity Corporation.
The whole landfill situation in a hill in Pockwood Pond is a vexing one for us. Actually, it's a safety issue and could be escalated to a national security issue if we allow it to get out of control. On the last weekend, when we had a concern with the fire did come over in our compound. And we had to use or assist the fire department with our own firefighting measures in order to protect ourselves from that particular instance. So even in respect to just the fire posing a risk to the power station, which by extension poses a national security risk, what I'm more concerned about really is the safety of the people at Pockwood Pond in the power station who have to be here to run it.
The BVIEC's boss also said that several measures had to be undertaken to protect the workers' health as the smoke from the fire became unbearable.
At one point, the fumes are so thick, I guess, so serious that we had to use respirators just to operate in the station. Because I don't think it would have been acceptable for us to shut down the station and go home. So it's a vexing issue. I know that the government at Bojans is looking at it, but because of the risk that it poses to the Pockwood Pond facility, we have a hill immediately above the power station that could slide if the right conditions present themselves. And so that is something that we are in constant dialogue with the Ministry of Health on, and we're hoping that we could get some sort of relief from that situation in the very near future.
When asked about what systems are in place to monitor the health of the BVIEC workers in light of the circumstances, Dr. Smith replied that there is a comprehensive healthcare package available to all employees.
BVI Electricity, I'm pretty sure, have probably one of the most comprehensive health check programs in the territory, I would believe. How time we check twice a year? I say once a year, but it's a whole suite of tests: liver function, hearing, blood work. I mean, every kidney function is a comprehensive set of tests that the employees go through on a yearly basis. Everyone is tested, so we check. So we have a fairly good idea of how healthy every individual is in the BVI Electricity. But to me, the important point is they should not have to be working in these conditions, and that's the salient point. And even beyond the employees of BV Electricity who work in Pocopan on a daily basis, sometimes 18, 20 hours a day. We have individuals in the community who are also affected by this, and we have people downstream of the landfill are also affected by this. So it's a serious problem that I'm sure the government is trying to address.
284 Media also spoke to the director of the Waste Management Department, Mr. Marcus Solomon, on the recent fire. He classified the incident as a level 3 fire that impacted the BVIEC's compound and said it was swiftly brought under control.
Any past fires have lasted, from what I have read and also been informed, for more than days, sometimes a month. I understand. What we have in this case is that we had a fire that was quickly brought under control within 24 to 48 hours.
Solomon said the fire was, and I quote, not necessarily unexpected, end quote, due to the amount of waste and the type of flammable materials present at the landfill where the fire started. However, he said further measures have been implemented to minimize the possibility of similar incidents reoccurring in the future.
So it wasn't necessarily unexpected. What we have been trying to do now is to ensure, and well, we have been always trying to do. What we are trying to ensure though is ensure greater compliance with everybody coming onto this facility to ensure that they get to the top of the hill if they are using certain equipment. Only those who have compactor equipment are allowed now to dump at the tipping area, and we try to immediately ensure that our team is mobilized to move that waste as you're seeing across there. So if you look here, before, if citizens are aware of the site, all here used to be waste. You're seeing as soon as the waste comes, the waste moves, right? And our team is there doing that now. So we don't have a stockpile of waste at this site anymore, and we are able to treat it at the top using the protocols and the standards we have set up to deal with landfilling at the top of the dump site.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
And viewers, with that, we take you to a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home. Keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. On Tuesday, December 19th, 2023, Chief Fire Officer Mr. Zebulon McLean and owner of VI Motors, Mr. Alan Parker, were captured with parts manager Alan Abel and station officers Tyrone Cadell and Melvin Jeffers, as well as Eugene Freeman, as 3 Honda generators were gifted to the Virgin Islands Fire and Rescue Service from VI Motors. Mr. Parker, owner of VI Motors, revealed short remarks on the donation during the presentation.
On behalf of VI Motors, we present these 3 generators to you. This has been long overdue since we had that fire in July of 2018 at VI Motors.
Yes, it is.
So I would like to say thanks for accepting
I thank you very much. The thing about local businesses, they don't have to support you. You have your own problems, your own issues. But when you find someone, a merchant who is willing to pass on something to you for the good of the public, not just his business, for the good of the entire community, he should be appreciated. And I thank you on behalf of the entire service. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
The generators will be used to power equipment on fire emergency calls, as well as power other fire stations when the need arises. The Virgin Islands Fire and Rescue Service continues to save and protect life and minimize damage to property by preventing and extinguishing fires and reducing the risk of fire through a comprehensive communications fire safety education program. In other news, the sports psychology workshop held over the past weekend by the BVI Olympic Committee in partnership with the Wellness Center Clinics has been deemed a success following its free hosting of the initiative. More in this report.
More than 36 residents came out on Saturday, December 16th to participate in the free sports psychology workshop at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Rotown, Tortola. Keynote speakers, Olympian and World Championship silver medalist Kyra McMaster, Olympian and Pan American Games gold medalist Chantal Malone, and baseball player Kennard Dawson, who won 2 silver medals for the Great Britain baseball team in 2023, did not disappoint as they left words of wisdom for all who were in attendance. Also dropping a few gems for the participants was the founder and director of the Wellness Center Clinics, Dr. Michael Turnbull, who also featured as a keynote speaker. But here's a glimpse of one of the messages shared by Dr. Turnbull during the workshop. Following the event, 284 Media caught up with the chairperson of the BVI Olympic Committee Athletes Commission, Ashley Kelly, who described the event as a success.
It was very, very informative. Dr. Mike did an amazing job. Everyone really was into what he was saying. I know they came out of the presentation with a lot of really great gems. And you know, we got gifts, we got food, we were happy, and we also got a chance to talk very candidly with the elite athletes. They were very enthusiastic. We had a special guest, the silver medalist and bronze medalist from Great Britain, Mr. Matthew Hudson, that joined us to share his story, how he overcame injury, and then also his mindset going into training and through the next couple of years as he refocuses for 2024. So that was another great treat. I think it was really important for the athletes, the ones that participated today, to see and hear real life stories from our elite athletes, their trials, their tribulations, and then also what it takes for them to succeed. And that was what it was accomplished. We also were able to get those really important mental aspects and techniques from Dr. Mike. And once the athletes are happy and they feel like they got something out of the workshop, that's a success for me.
Kelly also spoke about the overall turnout, stating that while it was underwhelming compared to the initial projected numbers, it was still a good turnout overall.
So we had 52 registrants. Today we only had 30 that showed up and participated. We also had another 8 on Zoom, and then we also had the participants on the elite athlete panel, I'm sorry. So the numbers weren't as great as what was on the pre-registration, but I know there are a number of other events that are going on, but it's okay. Once the people who did come were very excited, got something out of it, I could just only hope that more people will continue to participate, because this is resources for you to excel in your sport.
The Olympian also spoke about the positive feedback received from those in attendance.
So we had some really good positive feedback. I really enjoyed the engagement, the questions that were asked. They learned a lot about self-development, how to handle failure. And some of the athletes came up and said that they really enjoyed the sessions, especially with the elite athletes, because they never knew that they had to go through so much to get to where they're at. They just used to seeing them, live, happy with the medals around their neck. They really enjoyed Mr. Dawson. They were so surprised that we did have a baseball player player of that caliber right here in front of us, so that was very excited. And they really did like some of the techniques and some of the positive energy that was radiating when Dr. Mike was giving his presentation.
Also speaking on the event was baseball player Kennard Dawson, who described the workshop as very educational, stating that he also consumed knowledge despite being a keynote speaker.
I feel like everyone learned a lot, myself included, learning from Chantel and Kyron. You know, my main point was believe in yourself, try to put yourself in a position to excel, and always trust the process, you know. Coming from a small island, we have to do a lot more than everyone else. And once you kind of identify where your weaknesses are, you know, go attack it and believe in yourself while you're attacking those weaknesses, because, you know, we always have to keep pushing to make it what we want to make it.
Dawson also spoke about some of the questions he received and which one stuck with him the most.
Someone asked me about my routine, you know, how do I deal with if I have like a bad experience in the game or something, how does my routine change and how does it affect the game? My answer was pretty much my routine before the game, I try to keep it the same, you know, listen to the same playlist, make sure I wake up around the same time, make sure I have a good breakfast, and leading towards the game, kind of talk to friends and family to put myself in a good mindset that once the game starts, you know, I don't have much negative thoughts inside. You know, and then once the game starts, if I miss a pitch, if I get a strike, you know, find out one spot that I mark out before the game in center field that I could bring myself, have a deep breath and bring myself back to ground zero so that I could reset and, you know, get back to doing what I feel like I could do.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
And that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com, like us on Facebook at 284media, and 284BVI on Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. I'm Jaka Wooding, and I will see you again soon, so have yourself a safe and enjoyable evening. Goodbye.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, forget you.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
A better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.